We just found out that Ishan would have to make 60 constant monthly payments of $955 over 5 years in order to pay off his loan. A part of these monthly payments will go towards paying off the principal loan amount, while the rest goes towards paying off the interest accrued. To find out how Ishan's monthly payments are broken down, we can use the PPMT and IPMT functions. PPMT calculates principal repayment amounts and IPMT calculates interest payment amounts. We will look at PPMT first. When we begin typing the function into a cell, we will be prompted with its syntax. Many of the inputs are identical to those used in the PMT function, except now we have an additional input. PER stands for period, and we have to specify which particular payment period we want to see the principal amount broken down for. This is important to specify because the amount paid back towards the principal loan and interest accrued differs over the loan term as the outstanding loan amount reduces. Let's take a look at period 1 to start with, which is the first monthly payment. In each of the other terms in the function, we will use cell references as before. So we have to divide the interest rate by 12 to reflect monthly compounding, enter 1 as the period, multiply the loan term by 12, and reference the loan amount. Once the function is complete, just press enter. Excel tells us that in his first month, Ishan will pay back $725 out of his total monthly payment towards the principal. Now, if we want to check how this amount will change at the end of the first year, just edit the formula and change the period from 1 to 12. The amount paid back towards the principal every month varies over the loan term, as you can see. So now, what about the amount that goes towards paying off interest every month? If we know the total monthly payments and the principal repayment amount in a period, we can simply subtract to find the interest payment for that period. But as you can imagine, this would take quite a while, so instead, we can use the IPMT function to calculate interest payments for any period. The syntax for the IPMT function follows that of the PPMT function. Let's get right into filling in the terms required. Again, let's focus on the first monthly payment, so the period is 1. Once the function is complete, press enter and we will find that about $229 out of the first monthly total payment will go towards the interest Ishan has accrued on the loan amount. Now that we've calculated both the PPMT and IPMT, let's highlight both the cells and check their sum in the status bar at the bottom. And as we expected, they add up to the monthly payment amount calculated by the PMT function. Now, in case the figures don't match, you should go through each function carefully and check all your inputs. Make sure that the same payment period is referenced in both functions. Before we move on, notice that our results for all three functions are displayed in red and within brackets. In Excel, this is how negative values are displayed following accounting conventions. Now, the reason we get negative values is because we entered a positive value for the principal loan amount. Therefore, Excel calculates the value of payments required to bring this PV value down to 0. We end up with negative payments like this, which are essentially deductions and make sense because they are cash outflows. If we did for any reason want to display these as positive values instead, we can simply insert a negative sign before our functions like this.